CEO's paralyzed daughter was ignored at the wedding, until a single dad asked, "Why is she alone?" The ballroom glittered with chandeliers and laughter. The scent of roses filled the air as guests in designer suits and gowns toasted champagne to celebrate the CEO's eldest son's wedding. Cameras flashed, music played, but in the far corner, where the light didn't quite reach, sat Lily, the CEO's 9-year-old daughter, quiet, small, and forgotten in her wheelchair. Her lavender dress shimmered faintly under the dim light, but no one noticed. She watched the dance floor where her father twirled the bride's hand with pride. Her tiny fingers gripped her dress as she tried to smile, pretending it didn't hurt that no one asked her to dance, that no one even said hello. She wasn't used to it, being invisible, but tonight it stung more than usual. Her accident 2 years ago had left her paralyzed from the waist down. Since then, even the people who once adored her didn't know what to say anymore. "She's too delicate," they'd whisper. "She's better off sitting quietly." And so she did, until a deep voice broke through the noise. "Why is she alone?" Heads turned. Standing near the buffet was a man in a simple gray suit, sleeves rolled slightly above his wrists. He wasn't from the glittering crowd, that much was clear. He looked out of place among the rich, modest, clean cut, carrying the quiet confidence of someone who didn't need to prove anything. Beside him stood a little boy, about Lily's age, holding a crumpled napkin with a half-eaten cupcake. "That's the CEO's daughter," someone whispered to him. "She's paralyzed. Best not to bother." But the man ignored them. He walked straight toward Lily's table. "Hey," he said softly, kneeling beside her. "I'm Ryan. This is my son, Noah. We were wondering if we could join you." Lily blinked, startled. "You want to sit here?" "Yeah," Noah grinned, plopping into a chair. "You've got the best view of the dance floor." For the first time that evening, Lily laughed. Ryan smiled. "I think your dress is prettier than the bride's. Don't tell her I said that." Lily giggled, her eyes lighting up. No one had spoken to her like that in a long time, like she was just a kid, not a fragile secret hidden away. Then Ryan leaned closer and said, "Do you like to dance?" Lily's smile faded. I can't." Ryan looked at her wheelchair, then at her again. "Who says you can't?" Before she could answer, he glanced at Noah. "Son, mind if we borrow your chair?" Noah jumped up. "Go for it, Dad." Ryan gently placed his hands on Lily's wheelchair handles and rolled her toward the dance floor. The crowd parted, confused murmurs spreading like ripples. The music slowed to a soft, romantic tune. Ryan crouched down and whispered, "You lead, I'll follow." And then he spun her. Not fast, not perfectly, but beautifully. The wheels turned, the dress flared, and laughter burst out of Lily's lips like sunshine. The band, noticing, shifted to a softer melody. The bride paused mid-step, tears welling in her eyes. For that one song, Lily wasn't the forgotten child in the corner. She was the star of the night. When the music ended, applause erupted. Loud, genuine, unstoppable. Even the CEO, who had stood frozen at the edge of the floor, finally moved forward. His eyes glistened. He knelt before his daughter. "I'm sorry," he whispered, voice cracking. "I should have danced with you first." Lily smiled through tears. "It's okay, Daddy. I danced anyway." Ryan quietly stepped back, but the CEO reached for his hand. "Thank you. I don't know how to repay you." Ryan shook his head. "Just don't let her sit alone again." The CEO nodded, swallowing hard. "You have my word." Later that night, as the guests departed, Ryan and Noah prepared to leave. The CEO caught up to them at the door. "I heard about your wife," the CEO said softly. "I'm sorry. Raising a child alone isn't easy." Ryan nodded. "It's not. But it teaches you to notice things others done." Ryan hesitated, surprised. Then he smiled. "Maybe," he said, glancing at Noah, who was busy showing Lily his toy car. "But only if I still get to keep my weekends free. My son comes first." The CEO laughed quietly. Not the polite, businesslike laugh people gave him to impress, but something real. "Fair enough," he said. "Someone who values family that much is exactly who I need." Lily wheeled over, her cheeks glowing pink. "Daddy, can Ryan and Noah come to our house sometime, please?" The CEO looked at Ryan. The man who had reminded him in one small moment what love and presence really meant. Of course they can, sweetheart. As the last guests left, the grand ballroom felt quieter, almost humbled. The same people who had once looked at Lily with pity now looked at her with awe. She had taught them something without saying a word, that a person's worth isn't measured by their movement, but by their spirit. Outside, the night air was cool. Ryan walked toward his old pickup truck, holding Noah's hand. Behind him, the CEO and Lily stood at the entrance watching. "Daddy," Lily whispered. "Yes, sweetheart. Do you think Mom saw me dance tonight?" The CEO's voice caught in his throat. "I think she saw every second." Lily smiled softly. "Then I'm glad." He bent down, kissed her forehead, and for the first time in years, didn't see her wheelchair, only his brave, beautiful little girl. Across the parking lot, Ryan lifted Noah into the truck. "You did a good thing, Dad," Noah said, half asleep. Ryan smiled. "So did you, buddy. You shared your chair." Noah grinned. "We made her happy." "Yeah," Ryan said, starting the engine. "And sometimes that's all the world needs. Someone who cares enough to ask, why is she alone?" The headlights faded into the night, but inside that grand hall, something had shifted forever. A father's heart had been humbled, a little girl's joy reborn, and two families quietly connected by the simplest act of kindness. Because sometimes, the smallest gesture, one question, one dance, one smile, can change more than a moment. It can change a life. Moral: true kindness doesn't need wealth, status, or grand gestures. It only needs heart, and the courage to notice someone who's been left unseen.